to go, expansion started, wait. The years began to cool, the outros began to drew me in. We all developed tools, we built a wall, we built a pyramid. Half science history and unraveling the mystery that all started with the Big Bang. Bang!
Before the show.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Still. Now, Simon, I hear you're an accomplished musician.
I do play a little music, yes.
Would you give up the acting for the music?
He should.
Yeah. I've been pressured
You guys
a lot,
if you guys need a new band member, he plays a mean jamboree.
Yeah.
Would you trade? You know, if it came to that, I always think like my safety would be, you know, like lounge piano in a bar, which I think could be kind of fun. But all musicians sing about how depressing that era of their life was, and how they're happy to get out of it. So I'm going to continue on the show. Do you want me out of it?
No, not at all. We got to talk about how the success of the show and how, you know, at what point did you realize that you had something special here? Was it the first table read? Was it when you met the cast for the first time?
This might be the first moment.
We never. No. I think
This is the biggest moment. This is crazy. Jeez.
You know, I think I think it came about at a taping when I noticed the reaction from the audience. You guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you for this.
Now, Jim, we want to talk about something. The show got off to a rough start this season. You have a castmate who got injured. Kaylee hurt herself. How did you guys deal with that?
Well, Jim apologized.
Jim apologized for breaking her leg.
I apologize for breaking her leg. No, we were in the middle of shooting an episode or getting ready to shoot an episode she was actually in, but she wasn't in a ton of it. So the writers are really amazing, and they seamlessly got her out of that episode, and they switched some things around. They had plans so they could do another episode that we just shot where they wrote her out of that one.
I dressed like her, and they made me speak in her accent.
We would lose everyone immediately. and hopefully the plan is that we're going to go back to work next week and she'll be back, and I guess we're just going to prop her up in a comfortable chair and cheer.
They didn't just want to hear me talk, they want to talk themselves. And Tanya, where's Tanya? Tanya's in the audience somewhere.
I'm hanging with the fans.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Very good.
Okay, so I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to have to ask the first question here. Jim, you and I were backstage after you won the Emmy.
It was our special moment.
Now you seem like you were in a little bit of shock at that time. Has it worn off at all? How are you feeling?
Well, I don't feel shocked anymore, but I kind of don't feel like it actually happened in a weird way. Seriously, you know, like, yeah, because the moment was really kind of that surprising and a little bit overwhelming. I mean, that's like nothing else you ever, this is sort of like nothing else you ever do either, by the way, so this is kind of weird. But in a good way. I'm so glad you're all here. You know, that was one of those experiences that you don't, you know, if you're lucky, what, would you do that a couple of times in your life? I don't know. So you don't get used to it, and you, but it's just very fun.
Where do you keep your Emmy?
It's in my living room. It's on my used piano.
When it's not hanging.
When it's not hanging on.
When I'm not carrying it around at work, it's on my piano at home.
All right, well, we want to bring everybody into this conversation. So we got a question from Twitter. and this is at Crinkle Crunk.
At Crinkle Crunk.
At Crinkle Crunk wants to know, how does Sheldon say his lines so fast without breathing in between? LOL, I love the show. So question followed by statement.
Yes.
So how does Sheldon say all of his lines without seemingly taking a breath?
Well, I do breathe. I guess I'm doing it, knock on wood, apparently it's going well. If you're not noticing me breathing, I don't know. I just say it. How do you...
He has amazing abs.
I have amazing abs. Like,
Let's talk about the science on the show, because I would think with rabid fans and the internet out there, people are constantly either trying to pierce into the science of the show. Do you get emails from fans of the show saying that you got something right or you didn't get something right?
I don't.
I don't know any emails about that. Yeah, we blame.
People do comment on it too, I think, to the writers and stuff. Yeah.
There's not. They're so accurate.
They really
They're so
try hard.
nerdy, authentically.
They are. They're authentically nerdy. Yes.
Yeah. But once in a while, they do get comments from people who think they are smarter than what may be written on the board. So the jokes that we tell, you know.
But with we employ a physicist who helps us with all the science on the show, and he'll put little like inside science jokes on the whiteboards that are
equations
on,
that are jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
and he'd be laughing
there's
at
like
them
3 people that get it, I guess, but someone, you know,
all these people get it.
All right, well, here's another question from Twitter. This was from yesterday. Quote, anybody know a nice Canadian translator? That's from Simon.
Oh, yeah.
So how are you making out so far?
I haven't understood a word that you've said this whole time. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I apparently it's, you know, there's just a few little tweaks, and I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, so far, huh?
Yeah. I didn't understand that.
All right, we've got so much more with the cast of Big Bang and with the Bare Naked Ladies, so stick around.